Happy Sentinels Tuesday, everybody. If this comes out late, you can blame the MLP finale for really fucking me up. If I'd thought about it, I could have put some ponies in this video, but they'll be here next week, so you can look forward to that. Today, we are taking a look at the Gigamorph, an environment that has the heroes fighting inside a large creature of some sort. It is, if I'm not mistaken, the last of Bart KF's finished except for art decks. We will be fighting Citizens Hammer and Anvil, adapted for solo play by B. Cessio. Our team is Echelon 2199, Colonel Hunter Gathers, a modified Idealist, and Fluid Strike Mr. Fixer created by Sephiroth. That's a whole lot of things that have been created by other people. Let's take a look at Hammer and Anvil. Start of the game, put Citizen Hammer's villain character card in play, Arsonist of the Dawn side up. He gets a position very similar to the original. He is immune to damage dealt by Citizen Anvil, increased damage dealt by Citizen Anvil by 1. At the start of the villain turn, if Citizen Anvil is incapacitated, he flips. That is, Citizen Hammer flips. End of the villain turn, he hits the non-villain target with the second highest HP for 2 fire damage. Very similar to the Vengeance version. Citizen Anvil starts Guardian of the Dawn side up. He gets the hammer and shield as usual. He's immune to damage dealt by Citizen Hammer. Reduced damage dealt to citizens by 1. Now I should point out they don't actually have the citizen keyword, but you know, it's obvious what was intended. The end of the villain turn, if Citizen Hammer is incapacitated and there are no positions in play, flip Citizen Anvil's character card. Otherwise, if Citizen Hammer is incapacitated, restore him to full HP on the Arsonist of the Dawn character card side. That's really weird because he's got two sides, but if we take him down to 0, what happens? He can't be incapacitated, he would just flip. So I guess that means Citizen Hammer is indestructible? That's basically how I'm going to have to play this. So I think that means we have to take out Anvil first, which, you know, again, not different from the way it works in team mode. Bastion is the position we start with, and it's also the only card in their deck that has changed. And then we've got 1 extra copy each of 5 of their one-shots. This is reduced damage dealt to villain targets by 1, so it's all villain targets, including the Hammer and Anvil. And if Citizen Anvil is incapacitated, restore him to 10 HP and destroy this card. So again, that language doesn't quite work. We're not going to be flipping Citizen Anvil. So honestly, I don't know what you're supposed to do with this. Well, let's get started. Cover fire. Oh, good. Bastion goes away. I mean, as it is, Anvil has 2 damage reduction, and Hammer has 1. They did not need the extra 1 from that. Reduce damage dealt to Citizen Hammer by 1, and he'll retaliate if we hit Citizen Anvil. That is some butts. Okay, who is the second highest? That is Echelon. She takes 2, and then he hits the highest for 2, and that's Mr. Fixer. Alright, let's start with Strategic Deployment. We will do Ruthless Intimidation. Increase damage dealt to that hammer by 1, and then somebody can draw a card and have Mr. Fixer do it. Because his power is interesting, and will benefit from him having lots of cards. Draw a card. I'm going to play only the finest. Search for an elite, put it into play, and then activate the star effect. I think I want the sniper. Yeah, headshot. So its star's ability says next time this card deals damage, it's increased by 1 and irreducible. So we use command to activate his bar effect. This card deals a target 3 projectile damage, so that'll be 4 irreducible. Now the question is, do I want to do 5 to the hammer and shield, or do I want to do actually 4 to Citizen Anvil? That might actually be a good idea. And Citizen Hammer hits back for 2. Draw a card. Alright, Idealist's only changed card is Karate Robot. Basically, instead of dealing X and X damage, it deals 1 and X damage, which, I mean, if you ask me, that's not really all that bad. So I'll go ahead and play Karate Robot. So 1 and 1 becomes 2 and 2 to the Hammer and Shield. That's not too bad. Draw a card. I'm going to play Driving Mantis. So Fluid Strike says, search your deck or trash for meditation and put it into play. It's interesting because I have 2 in my hand. Shuffle your deck, discard X style cards, and Mr. Fixer deals a target X melee damage. So we'll go ahead and search for meditation, or play that. I will just grab a random style while I'm at it, put that in my hand. If I'd had a tool that actually increased his damage, I might not have played that style, but then we'll go ahead and discard Riveting Crane. He deals a target 1, 2 melee damage, draw a card. Ah, there we go. So, the Gigamorph. Let's see what waits in store. Under attack, immune. When this card is placed, search the environment deck for an antibody card, put it into play, shuffle the environment deck. Alright, let's see what that does. Adhesive antibody. Let's see what that does in a second. End of the environment turn, move the antibody with the highest HP next to the non-tagged villain target with the highest HP. Then deal each tagged target and each antibody 1 energy damage and destroy this card. So let's see what all that means. This card is indestructible. Ooh. When it enters player, when it would be destroyed, restore it to 5 HP and move it next to the non-antibody, non-tagged target with the third lowest HP. Oh boy. The target next to that card is tagged. Increase damage dealt to that target by immune cards by 1. The start of the environment turn, this card deals that target 1 toxic damage. So let's see, the third lowest, the hammer and shield and the elite are both tied, so it's actually anybody. Ugh, I'm going to put it next to Echelon, I guess. There's no good choice for this. Alright, so end of the environment turn. Oh, okay, so this moves on its own when it enters play, and then we move it again. Next to the non-tagged villain target with highest HP, so that will go next to Citizen Hammer. Gotta remember it's over there. Deal each tagged target and each antibody 1 energy damage, so it's 2 energy damage to him, does not get through his reduction, 1 to this, destroy that card. Wow, that's complicated. So yeah, we're fighting the immune system of this big thingy that we are in. Alright, so we can just leave that there, that's fine. Hammer and Anvil. Citizen's Imperative. Both active, they each regain 2 HP, undoes some of Headshot's work. End of turn. Now this will be fun, we can have Citizen Hammer hit Mr. Fixer, who will redirect it to that. Almost taking it out. And then Citizen Anvil will hit somebody for 3, I guess Echelon will take it. Okay, we're going to let that go. Let's go ahead and Command and Conquer. I'm going to put Surprise Attack into play, and then she deals target 2 lightning or 2 melee damage. She'll go ahead and get rid of the hammer and shield, which removes 1 of his damage reductions. Alright, who wants to draw 2 cards? I think Idealist does. Oh, she got Monster of Id. And draw a card. Play Goasai, play a card, activate a bar effect, activate a triple bar effect. All I've got is Sky Pilot, but since you can only activate the triple bar effects once per turn, it's worth playing. So, a player draws 2 cards. I'm going to have Echelon do that. And then for his power, we'll do Headshot. Yeah, we're going to have to hit Anvil for 2. He takes 2 in retaliation, draw a card. Okay, I need to play Strained Super Ego. And then she can do a grand total of 1 and 1. Gets hit back, draw a card, and then I'm going to destroy Monster of Id because I don't have any way to deal with it right now. I can draw a card to use power. Oh yeah, she should hit herself first. I'm going to use her base power because that's better than just drawing a card. Power that up. Okay, dual crowbars. This might be fun. I guess at this point, I can basically just use his power as do 1 damage, because, I can search the trash for that meditation. Actually, I should search the deck for the meditation. Actually, it's worth it to pull everything out of the deck. So he should have 1 more meditation? Yes? No? No, he doesn't. Okay, incorrect. So let's just pull a style out of the deck, discard it, and that's, I guess, 2 damage to him. He takes 2 in retaliation, redirect it to Anvil, it doesn't matter, he's not going to take it anyways, and then he can hit him for 1. Alright, confusing. Draw a card. The Gigamorph. Peristaltic Passage. This card enters play, destroy a hero ongoing and a villain ongoing card. Oh right, I could increase that damage by 1. Hang on, I forgot to increase all the damage by 1. So she did 2 extra damage. That wouldn't have helped Hunter Gatherers. So he was doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. Okay, forgot about that. Anyway, destroy a hero ongoing and a villain ongoing card. Let's go ahead and destroy that. Admittedly, she won't get the bonus for it, but okay. Targets cannot deal damage to other targets. Start of the environment turn, each player draws a card, then destroy this card. So targets can deal damage to themselves. Let's go ahead and leave that there. Oh yeah, start of the environment turn, this card deals that target 1 toxic damage. Good luck with that. Hammer and Anvil play Scorching Snap. Here, target with highest HP, 2 fire damage. That is Hunter Gatherers. Prevent the next damage dealt by that target. And he tries to deal damage, and he can't. Let's play Find a Way In. This is the one where you can skip your power phase to play an additional card. Idealist really wants this. Let's see, and then Hunter Gatherers can draw a card, and she can draw a card. Hunter Gatherers. Rally the troops. Restore a grunt or elite to max HP. Reveal cards from your deck until you reveal a grunt, put it in your hand, shuffle the rest back in your deck, you may play a card. I got Tank Top. Let's go ahead and play Master Spy and get Amber Gold out. And then with my power, I will activate her ability, reduce damage dealt by a target by 1 to the start of my next turn. That'll be Citizen Hammer. Draw a card. Alright, Focusing Tiara. Then I will... I don't have any fragments. I guess I'll use her base power. Draw a card. Put a card from my trash under concept in play. Draw a card, and draw a card off Strain Super Ego. Oh wait, I was going to skip and play an extra thing. Well, I guess I forgot that part. Mr. Fixer is going to skip his power. He will play both of these meditations and trade them in for styles. Just whatever I can find. That'll be cool next round. draw a card. Got some use out of that at least. Okay, everybody draw a card, and then we destroy that card. Adhesive antibody. Okay. Non-antibody, non-tag target with the third lowest HP. That is one of the elites. I'm going to put it next to Sky Pilot. Alright, everybody's back to dealing damage. Citizen Hammer deals each non-villain target no fire damage. Each villain target regains a hit point. And then he hits the second highest for 1, and that can indeed be Mr. Fixer, who redirects it to Citizen Anvil, who takes nothing. Acceptable. Okay, start of your turn, destroy this card, and each hero target regains a hit point. Nobody needs the card draw anymore. Okay, let's play Breakthrough. Once per turn, we can increase damage dealt by a target by 2. Who would like to draw 2 cards? I guess Hunter Gatherers, he's got the lowest card at the moment. Draw a card. Okay. Hell, I'm going to play only the finest. We will search for Shore Leave. Yeah, we'll activate Headshot's elite ability, and then we will activate his regular ability, do 4 projectile damage to Citizen Anvil. He takes 1 in retaliation, draw a card. Oh no, actually he took 2 in retaliation, because that was Amber Gold doing that. Put a card from my hand under a concept in play. I'm going to do some major damage here. Hedgehogs. Hit him for 1, take 2 in return, and then I'm going to hit him for nothing and... Oh wait, that's right, I forgot to increase damage by 2. So let's see, he did 2 extra. She'll do 2 extra now, so I'm going to hit him for 3 and 5, reduced to 1 and 3. That's 4 damage, that's not bad. Put a card under that, draw a card. End of turn, I will play a fragment, Spark of Inspiration, so she can heal 1 and draw. Then I can put another card under there. Alright, let's charge. 2, 3. 3 damage to this thing. 3, 4 to Citizen Anvil, reduced to 3. He takes 2 in retaliation. We redirect it to one of them because hitting these environment targets doesn't actually matter. And then we will use his power, search for meditation, grab a random style card, shuffle the deck, and then we're going to drop 1, 2, 3, 4 styles. So he's dealing base 4, increased to 5. We will increase that to 7 with Breakthrough. I'm going to hit Citizen Hammer for 5, and then 5 becomes 6, becomes 5 again to Citizen Anvil. Draw a card. Can't do that often, but that was pretty neat. Okay, Gigamorph. Repel Invaders, GTFO. Oh, hang on. That hits him for 2. Okay, deal each non-antibody target 1 toxic, 1 melee, and 0 energy damage. End of the environment turn, destroy this card. Okay, so he will redirect the first one and take 1. She takes... Well, basically everybody takes 2, except for Sky Pilot, who takes 5 and dies. That's okay, because he wasn't really that useful. Now, interestingly, I think that means this antibody just sits over here doing nothing now, because it doesn't have a clause for when the target next to it is destroyed. They both take nothing. These guys take 2. And destroy that card. Okay, cool. Scorching Snap, here we go. Hero target the highest HP, 2 fire damage. Prevent the next damage dealt by that target. And that's going to be Mr. Fixer. He can at least redirect the damage, so his next damage is prevented. Basically, I have to burn a charge to get rid of that. End of turn. Citizen Hammer goes after Hunter Gatherers. And that's it. Starting my turn, destroy this card. I'll play Database Uplink, and we'll let Mr. Fixer draw 2 cards, and draw a card. Let's play Trusted Mentor on Idealist. On her turn, she can play an additional card, use an additional power, draw an additional card, and then we destroy that card. And I guess we'll go ahead and do a Headshot again. Hit Citizen Anvil for 2, and he gets taken out. Draw a card. Alright, start of turn. Put a card under thing. Play number 1. Let's play Bright Idea, and put Monster of Id into play. Top card of my deck goes under there. Put that under a thingy. I'll play Making Things Up. Play any number of concepts from my hand. Might as well play Flying Stabby Knives. Why not? I can play a Fragment. How about some Hedgehogs? 2 damage to him. Takes 2 in return. 1 damage to Citizen Hammer. And that goes under there. Card number 1. Draw a card. It is a Fragment, so I can put it under a concept. I can put a card under a concept. Power number 2. Flying Stabby Knives. Hit him for 1. Put a card under that concept. Draw a card. End of turn. Move a card from under a concept in play over there. I can draw a card to use a power. I will use Karate Robot. And we will do... Gee, do I want to take out Citizen Anvil, or do I want to lay a smackdown on Citizen Hammer? Real good question. Oh, and I can draw an extra card. Yeah, no, let's lay some smackdown. 2 and 11. So he will take a grand total of 9 damage. Put a card back under it. And then Monster of Id will steal that. And then we destroy this. That was real good. Alright, so I have to play Charge, which gets rid of that damage prevention. Power, 2 damage to this one. And 3 damage to him, becomes 2, and he does 2 damage, and it goes back, and it doesn't matter. Draw a card. Almost got rid of Citizen Anvil. Almost. Oh, I just figured it out. The way that you can flip Citizen Hammer and have no positions in play is if Bastion comes out, because that's the one you can get rid of by itself. Nutrient Flow Circulatory. At the end of the environment turn, each target regains 2 HP. Don't like that. Start of the environment turn, each target regains a hit point, then destroy this card. When this card is destroyed, play the top card of the environment deck. So that could make destroying it a tricky business. Alright, Hammer and Anvil. Wildfire. Oh, thank God. So sick of that. He can start taking damage from the environment finally. He hits the second highest for 2, that's Hunter Gathers, and then he deals each non-villain target 1 fire damage, and they both heal 1. That's fine, we can deal with that. Mr. Fixer redirects it to them. She's actually got nothing that's helpful right now. Well, let's play Need a Way Out. We can skip her play phase to use additional power. She will... I'm just going to use her base power. Let the Idealist draw a card. She draws a card. Cycle some of these tactics that I'm not using. There we go, that's much better. Alright, it's time for Go SI. I'm going to play Afterburner. Activate a single bar effect, activate a triple bar effect. Afterburner will do 1 damage to Citizen Anvil. Shore Leave will do 2 projectile damage to both of them. And then for his power, see, I cannot activate that again. I will select Citizen Hammer and reduce the damage that he deals by 1 for a round. That'll be cool. Draw a card. Alright, start a turn. We're putting a thing under a thing. Guess I'm playing Vivid Thoughts. Alright, so I got some giant floaty head action. Oh, that needs to go over there. That's why it didn't work. Draw a card. Yeah, I can throw a flying stabby knife in here somewhere, maybe. Put that under there. This is going under a flying stabby knives. Okay, power. I'm going to play Better Punching and do 1 irreducible damage to Citizen Anvil. So he's out of the game, so he no longer reduces damage dealt to Citizen Hammer. I can use power. It deals irreducible damage. Let's do 2, 3 irreducible psychic damage. Let's see, this is going under here, along with a card from my trash. Draw a card. End of turn, I'm going to destroy that flying stabby knives because I don't have enough room out here. And then I can use a power. We're going to do 2 and 5, 6, 7 psychic damage. So a total of 9 to Citizen Hammer. That's pretty cool. Put a card back under it. Monster of Id steals a card. Done. Charge. 3 damage to this guy and 4 to him. This gets moved. Non-antibody, non-tagged target with the 3rd lowest HP. So that's actually Afterburner. Or no, actually that's one of the elites because Citizen Hammer is the lowest. And then I'm going to search for meditation, search for a style, discard that, do 1, 2 damage. Just 2 damage to Citizen Hammer, and he's done. Oh wait, actually he's not done. Okay, Citizen Anvil's incapacitated, so he'll flip at the start of the turn. Yeah, so just doing 2 damage to him, draw a card. See, this is like, I don't know how to deal with this state. They're technically in play with 0 HP. What the hell do I do? Okay, Nutrient Flow gives everybody a hit point. I'm not healing the villains. That hits him for 2, technically. That hits him for 2. Destroy this card, play the top card of the environment deck. So we're still in the start of the environment turn. Immune Response. Reveal the top card of the environment deck. If it's an immune card, replace it and destroy this card, otherwise put it into play. Alright. It's a pathogen. So it goes into play. Increase damage dealt to and by pathogens by 1. This does some other stuff. Okay, now we play a card. Allergic Reaction. End of the environment turn, search the environment deck for an antibody, put it into play, shuffle the environment deck. Alright, 3rd lowest HP. I'm not looking at them, so it's going next to Afterburner. This is really confusing. Okay, so increase damage dealt by this, by and to this by 1. In the environment turn, this card deals a non-pathogen target with the lowest HP 2 toxic damage. We're ignoring the villains, so that is either Shore Leave or this guy. So this is going to go over here. When damage dealt by this card reduces a target to 0 or fewer HP, oh it did, this card regains 3 HP and deals the 3 non-pathogen targets with the highest HP 1 toxic damage each. So everybody take 2. He will redirect that to this. Okay, an allergic reaction. After a target deals 4 or more damage at once, that has not happened, that damage type becomes monitored. All other types are no longer monitored. Whenever a target deals damage of a monitored type, move the antibody with the highest HP next to that target. Start the environment turn. If any target has 2 or more antibodies next to it, destroy this card. Well, that's confusing, but we can deal with that. Okay, so, start of the villain turn. Citizen Anvil is incapacitated, so Citizen Hammer is flipping, and we're gonna probably remove him from the game. To Unleashed Pyromaniac, that's the original art. Flip to this side, Citizen Hammer deals all targets H+1 fire damage. I guess we should have flipped him previously. Oh. Yeah, because Anvil was... Oh, I'm so confused. Okay, I think we won already. I have no idea what's going on. Okay, so if we had done this correctly, when flipped to this side, he deals all targets H+1 fire damage. He is immune to fire. He also has +1 damage, so it's H+2. At the start of the villain turn, Citizen Anvil deals the hero target with second lowest HP, H+2 fire damage. Holy fuck! End of the villain turn, Citizen Anvil deals all targets H-2 fire damage. How is this supposed to work? I don't understand. When Citizen Anvil flips, he's last man standing. He returns to 36 HP. Oh, see, yeah, I thought Hammer was going to do that too. He gets the Hammer and Shield back, along with Bastion. Reduced damage dealt to him by an additional 1. His damage is irreducible and increased by 1. At the end of the villain turn, he regains 2 HP. So it sounds like he would be actually very difficult to take down. I don't understand how this is supposed to go. I never play these conversions ahead of time, and maybe I should. So let's take a look at the rest of the Gigamorph, because we didn't see the whole thing. Digestive Chamber. Digestive. At the end of the environment turn, deal each target 2 toxic damage. The start of the environment turn, destroy each target with 2 or fewer HP. If no targets were destroyed this way, destroy this card. And a Nerve Cluster. Nervous. At the end of each turn, select each target that dealt H+2 or more damage to targets other than itself this turn. So I guess that's cumulative. Then deal each selected target H melee damage. Start of the environment turn, each player may discard up to 3 cards. If H+2 or more cards are discarded this way, destroy this card. Okay, that's a little confusing, but honestly, overall, it's a deck that works pretty decently. It's just got some hoops you need to jump through. You can find that wherever the hell you can find Bart KF stuff. I don't remember. This threw me completely off my game. I have no idea what's going on now. Thanks for watching. As always, Tabletop Simulator, the Reaver, Sentinel College DLC, Delphage's Archives, and the Bart KF Sentinels Gallery are not licensed Crazy Games products. Please support the official release and flip. What am I doing anymore?